Hey everybody, I hope that this video finds you doing well. This is the video for Module 43 for Business Math and Calculators, which deals with life insurance. So we're going to talk about a few problems involving calculating life insurance, especially when you're given a table with all the necessary information in it that you need. So with that, let's go ahead and jump to a couple of examples and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so we are talking about life insurance. So let's go ahead and jump to the first sample problem. So here we go. Kevin purchased $200,000 in term life insurance. He is 36 years old and the length of the term is 5 years. What is Kevin's annual premium? Well, basically what we're going to do is we're going to use a table to help us solve this. And what we need from the table is the table factor. And that factor is based on, number one, the person's age, and it's also based on the type of insurance policy that's being purchased. So in this case, we're buying a 5-year term life policy, and Kevin is 36 years old. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up the table and basically find the right table factor in our table here. So if we look for age 36 and the 5-year premium, it's 2.44 is the table factor. Now the table is based on amounts of $1,000 of insurance coverage. So in order to figure out what the annual premium is, what we're going to do is we're going to take the amount of insurance that Kevin wants. So he wants the $200,000 in coverage. We divide that by 1,000. And then we take that times our table factor again, which we identified as 2.44. So when we do that, that calculation is going to be the amount of annual premium that Kevin would have to pay in order to buy this particular plan. So our answer is $488 in terms of his annual premium. So there you go. So again, you take the total amount of coverage that you want divided by 1,000, multiply that by the appropriate table factor, and that will tell you your annual premium. All right, let's take a look at sample problem number 2. Okay, this time Beatrice is going to purchase $200,000, but she wants a straight life insurance policy. Again, a different type of situation. A straight life policy earns you cash value that you could get back out of the account if you ever decide to terminate the policy. Unlike a term policy where you have no cash value built up, a straight life gives you that option. Beatrice is 36 years old. What's her annual premium? So again, we want to go to our table. The key thing to remember though is in tables like this, a lot of times the age is based on a male policy owner. In a lot of situations, because females tend to live longer, take less risks in the in the stereotypical scheme of things, what we do is we actually go back by 3 years is how these tables are set up. So when we go to find our table factor, instead of using age 36, we're going to use age 33, and then we're going to go to the straight life column. So in this case, the table factor is 10.20. All right, again, we do the same thing. We take the amount of coverage that she wants to purchase divided by 1,000, because the tables are based on $1,000 units of coverage. And we multiply then that result times 10.20. And we end up with an annual premium of $2,040. $2,040. And that's our answer that we're looking for. And there you go. All right, let's do one final example. Okay, so here we go. Beatrice purchased the $200,000 straight life policy when she was 36 years old. So we know that, kind of what that process is. What she's going to do now is she's had it for many years. So if she's 51 now, she's had it for 15 years. And she wants to terminate the policy and take the cash value. So we want to figure out how much the insurance company is going to give her in terms of just cash for ending the policy. Again, a straight life policy kind of serves in some ways kind of like a savings account. If you ever decide to terminate, you're building up value by paying in those premiums. Again, what we have to do is we have to use a table to help us find the appropriate table factor. So what we're going to do is, we know that she's had it for 15 years, so we're going to go to the 15-year row. Then we're going to go to the straight life section, and the cash value will be the table factor that, or the table factor we want is in the cash value column. So in this case, the table factor is 148. That's the cash value table factor. So again, we take the amount of coverage divided by 1,000. All these tables are based on 1,000, and multiply by that table factor. And so we get an amount of $29,600. So again, if she's been paying in her premiums for 15 years on this straight life policy and she decides that she no longer wants the policy, the insurance company is actually going to cut her a check for $29,600. That's what she's going to get. She no longer has life insurance coverage, but she now has this cash in her pocket. So there you go. All right, so those were a few problems for using a table to calculate life insurance premiums, and then other things. If you, in this case, we calculated what the cash value would be if you decided to terminate a straight life policy. Same procedures work no matter what type of policy you are purchasing, whether it's a term policy or a straight life or a 20 payment, or whatever the type is. It's the same general procedures for doing those calculations. And again, these tables are just an example of what they might look like depending on the insurance company, depending on when, if you look 2 or 3 years down the road and go and revisit, the tables might change just based on the way the economy is and all that kind of stuff. So it just kind of depends, but it gives you an idea of how the process works and how they determine what your premiums are if you decide to purchase life insurance for yourself or for a spouse or for a child or whoever you're looking to insure. I hope these examples were helpful. If you have any questions about how to do the calculations, again, don't hesitate to reach out and ask. Otherwise, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next video.